We've been talking a little bit about Tom Brady. Paulie had the question last night at dinner after a couple of beers where he said, if Tom Brady wins this Super Bowl, can you make an argument he's the greatest team athlete that we've had in the last 30 years? He's certainly in the conversation, but Michael Jordan would be that guy. I think if you were looking all time, it's got to be Bill Russell, but we're looking in the last 30 years. So Michael Jordan would be number one on that list. That's our poll question. Update the poll results from the first hour. McLevin?
Okay, greatest team athlete the last 30 years. 67% go MJ over Brady.
You factor in a couple things here. People will get caught up in who's a better athlete, and we know that it's Michael Jordan. But that's not what this poll question's about. The topic is what you've done in your era, the greatness, how you've done it, degree of difficulty, if you want to throw that in here. People have pointed out Jordan took a couple of years off and allowed the Rockets to win NBA championships because he went to play baseball. Had he stayed, would he have won 7, 8 titles? Maybe, but he didn't. So I can only factor in what you did when you played. And he won 6 titles, didn't lose any titles, didn't lose in the finals. Yeah, Paul.
Does the demands of what each player does in different sports make this impossible to discuss? Jordan plays every minute of every game, basically, and offense, defense, every category. Brady is basically a specialist. His job is to deliver the football to the receivers.
But there's no tougher job in any sport, in all of sport, than quarterback. That's the toughest position to play, to master, to continue to play at a high level, to do what he's done. He might be the MVP at 40, which is unheard of. Yeah, McLevin.
Is it possible that the Jordan legacy is getting a little older? That, some of the kids coming, remember Jason Kidd told us, the Bucs coach, that his kids only know Jordan because of the brand, never saw him play.
I can't believe that.
But I mean, if we ask this,
it's like saying, I know Abraham Lincoln because he's on the penny. Right? Come on.
I don't know. I'm always amazed by young athletes have no idea, did not watch the people we think they did.
Do they think that this designer named Michael Jordan just came up with a brand and shoes and clothes and they didn't realize that maybe he might have played?
I mean, they know he played, but I don't think they know how amazing he was necessarily.
Yeah, Paulie.
When I was a kid, I heard about Jim Brown, but I had no access to YouTube to watch him play. I had no access to YouTube to watch Gale Sayers. So I just heard of his greatness, and I always thought, oh, these old guys just taking care of their own guy. I always thought the new guys were better. But this generation has YouTube for everybody.
You can see every game that these guys play. That's the difference. When Magic and Bird came in, when Jordan came in, that their games are available. I can go back and watch Bird against the Hawks in New Orleans. It's still one of my favorites.
I watch that 5 times a year.
I was looking through, my spring cleaning since I'm a hoarder, and my wife said, you got to clear out some of this stuff. And I found original tapes of Pete Maravich against the Knicks when I think he put up 68 points on the Knicks. And my wife goes, do you really need to keep that? I go, oh, my God, I'd rather throw out the kid's photo album than this, hon. Are you kidding me?
We got to upload that. We got to transfer that to YouTube on DP Show.
Oh, it's so good.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.